Hello, welcome once again to another Shatterdaze. I'm Venom420. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully all is well in dreamy Dreamsville yet again. But you never know. The world's a crazy place. Hopefully you're staying safe, staying sane. Spicy, AL is up. Not enough. Hopefully all is well with everybody this evening. Spicy, the weeks keep passing so fast. Well, they only get faster. That's what I've noticed. The older you get, quicker they go. But Spicy, wow, what a cool guy doing some smoke tricks. Hey, that's what I do. I don't know many. People get a little crazy these days with the smoking. I can blow a smoke ring. I'll live with that. It just feels right to do with a blunt sometimes. They're not running through the border. All right. So, hopefully, again, everyone is doing well this fine week, this fine day, this fine month of this fine year. None of which is all that fine, but hopefully you're doing fine during all this crap. Yeah, today was a pretty productive day. It was really fucking hot and sunny in the Front Range area of Denver. Yeah, kind of sucked. I'm just not looking forward to being super hot in the summer. But went to the garden supply, went to a place where you buy straw. Bought a whole bunch of fucking straw and laid out a whole bunch of straw on the side of my house for growing mushrooms. So now I'm just waiting on some wood chips to get dropped off by whoever decides to drop me off some wood chips. So growing some wine cap mushrooms this summer, big, huge thing. Just started all my seeds over there, and they're not pot seeds. They're just what I do. Man, I got cucumbers, squash, melons, berries, pumpkins, cantaloupes. Not cantaloupes, watermelons. So I guess that's the melons. So are pumpkins, I guess. But still, got some other stuff too. Excited about all that. I've never grown any of those things. And I was kind of disappointed that when you buy the bags of seeds, it does just literally look like the seeds you get when you buy I should have just bought, a couple peppers, took the seeds and just planted the seeds. Seems like that's legit all they do. Same with pumpkins, watermelons. I don't know. But high hopes for all of that. Again, I've never grown any of those things, so it'll be a new exciting thing. My goal was to grow a whole bunch outside of my house, and I was also going to grow like some pot plants, like mix them in, you know what I mean? Grow a bunch of tomatoes, a bunch of this, a bunch of that, and then have a couple pot plants in the center and grow them outside in my backyard. But the more I've looked into it, they don't let you grow in your backyard, even if it's locked up, even if it's no one can see it, you know what I mean? All it would take is one person to fuck with me. And so I'm not growing any plants outside, but I'm going to do a whole bunch of raised garden pots. Hooked on Phonics. Hey, I keep the seeds out of my veggies. Hey, I keep the seeds out of my veggies. I get sometimes and grow them. Like I said, it just seemed like, I spent like $30 on seeds. And granted, those seeds will probably last me like a year or two of like hundreds of seeds, but yeah, fucking I should, like I said, I was disappointed in some. Although some of those things I've never seen for sale in the store. I got like purple beans, shit like that. There's a bunch of stuff I want to try. I'm gonna fucking film my fucking whole side of my house. One side of my house, nothing but raised pots. I'm gonna buy like 30, 40 raised pots, these big 5 gallons, 7 gallons, and just fill them up with my own soil that I'm making myself. Yeah, I'm gonna be growing a whole shitload of potted garden on that side. Then I'll be growing mushrooms, and I might build I don't know, I might do something up there. I have a lot of different ideas, or I might build like a little tiny greenhouse in the front of my yard. I haven't decided, but I'm gonna do as much growing outside as possible. Spicy hybrid cannabis and tomato plant, like tobacco. I'm trying to think of Canamatos. Spicy, you can't grow in your yard in Denver. No. Well, I mean, tomatoes and shit, you can't grow pot plants. Even with a license or I have, yeah, what is it? MMJ card or whatever. Uh-oh, Nick. Hello, BMW sprung a small leak. Tamanabis. Either, I like that one too. Tamanabis. But BMW sprung a leak. I bet that's not a cheap fix, except for if you work on it yourself. That sucks. I'm so fucking shitted when it comes to cars. My car's here and there. My car is permanently, I think, stuck with fucking straw in it. I carried, I think I have a picture. You know, I have my phone with me. I don't know if I have my phone with me. I do. Oh no, an 8-hour job. That sucks. It's on the oil pan, so I have to drop the subframe and the steering rack to get to the leak. 8-hour job. Yeah, see, but if you can do it, that's huge. If you have someone else doing an 8-hour job on your shit, I'm like, okay, that'll be $4,000. It's like, you fucking gotta be kidding me. But I can't do it myself, so I don't know. A garage would be nice too, but I don't think I'm ever gonna have a garage at this rate. I plan on moving up to the mountains and stuff, and I just don't see a garage fitting in. It'd be sick. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of little spots, like a bunch of trailers or a bunch of small houses, you know, tiny homes and stuff. Have one, like the recording studio house, have one, and have like my family all living out there. This is the dream. And then have like a communal fucking like 10-car garage would be sick. Why not throw in a fucking airport while we're at it and a fucking moat? Nick, luckily the gasket I need is only $16. I'm good with working on complicated cars. I'm bad at working at simple cars. I can't fix a Tonka truck for my nephew, so there you go. I just fucking huck that shit out the window and be like, it's in a better place now. No, fucking... Hooked on phonics, laughing my ass off. Yeah, the Tonka toy truck thing, yeah. They gotta learn things die sometimes. Let's start with a Tonka toy. Nick, I knew what I was getting into when I bought a cheap BMW. There you go. Nick, sick riffs and hot splits. I need to play some more guitar. I'm a bass player, so I suck at the guitar. Fun. There's also not a guitar I own, and now pretty much not a bass I own either, that I don't have some work I would like done on it. From extensive work to simple work. I need to get better at it. I'd like to be able to take these things apart and like solder up all the components here. This thing's badass. Solid piece of wood there. Neck through. First neck through guitar I've ever owned. I have a neck through bass. They're both sick. Anyway, there's little things. This guitar unfortunately needs like some of the most work, and it's like my newest guitar. which kind of makes me feel like it's a piece of shit. Kenzie, yo, hello. Nick, I suck at both. Don't worry. Yeah, and it just takes practice. Spicy, nice. Good to have you, Kenzie. Good to have you, Spicy. Good to have you, Nick. Good to have everybody. It's good to have you all. No, I don't know. Nick, I can play instruments like pianos and guitars. I just can't play them fast. It's one thing I like about pianos. I think they're great learning. I definitely recommend anybody like a kid, I think. Any kid who's going into an instrument, learn the piano and the keyboard for sure, without a doubt. If I could learn one instrument inside and out, I wish I would have restarted as that. You learn the treble clef in your right hand, the bass clef in your left hand, playing them simultaneously, at the same time. Let's not even get into that word right now. I can't just say. Ugh. But anyway, playing both at the same time, and yeah. And if you can sing and do that, your mind is like triple threat and you're badass. Also, nowadays, back in the day, you went in the piano, you could play the piano or the harpsichord or the organ, which is actually still badass that you know that many instruments off of one keyboard instrument. Even though they call a keyboard piano is a keyboard, although it's really a strung percussion instrument, because you're actually hitting keys that hit hammers that hit strings. So really it's a percussion, I guess, technically. Strung percussion. But anyway, keyboards. Nowadays, though, that being said, if you learn piano in any way, you can play with all the shit I have and the computers and the sick keyboards and shit. Guys like Mark Rubier, you can play the whole fucking band on that, including drums. So keys, very cool. Kenzie, my little brother plays pipe organ. He has since he was like 13, which is really hard. Organ's insane because you use your feet. Virga, happy Shatterdaze from the mountains, everyone. My dear Svenom, I miss you terribly. And I miss you. And wish I was in the mountains. So good to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Kenzie, yeah, your little brother's a badass. He can play pretty much everything. He teaches himself everything and can play it by ear. He's a beast. Again, I think having knowledge on a keyboard, all the best musicians I've ever known could play the keyboard or learned off the keyboard primarily. Nick, I had a really weird dream last night. Welcome to all of our world, right, everybody? No, I'm just joking. Hopefully it wasn't too crazy. And again, Sigrun. Thank you again for joining. Let's do a dab for all of us. I think it's about that time. Free choice. What are we gonna do? Let's do this, guys, right here. That's kind of cool. Okay, Nick. I dreamed that I was looking at the moon and it was breathing. Dust was moving into the crater and there was some unusual structures on it. That's actually pretty neat. The breathing moon is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Don't exactly know what that means. The moon turned out to be a creature and a godlike figure that people started worshiping it as the one god, the god of cheese. I stopped looking through my telescope and the moon had moved away way closer to the Earth. I hear sirens and alert noises going off. I used to have dreams with a lot of those sirens. A lot of dreams of nuclear shit and the end of the world. I used to have a lot of bad dreams. My biggest thing, I've had terrible times with dreams, but I don't now. So here's to that. Let's go ahead and get this guy put away here. Hold on. Right. What do we got? Meow. All right. Nick, I have nightmares about Lovecraftian monsters and supernatural cults that do some freaky shit, or even nightmares about just war or failing families. Yeah, I just had a lot of bad dreams. It seemed like the more I thought about them, and the more I kept on giving them, like, I don't know, they feed off your energy. One of the few people who really got, I think, and it sucks because he made some shitty shit in the franchise too, but I might have to go grab something. I'll get some shatter. We'll go with some shatter right now. So surprisingly, a person who got a lot of really good dream imagery and nightmares down was Wes Craven from A Nightmare on Elm Street. The shit he got some of it really right. Nick, usually the nightmares are extremely intense or stressful. A lot of people with waking up with cold sweats know all about it. We're doing some Black Cherry Octane from White Moose today. So one neat thing about dreams is it seems like we all, I'm not saying we all have the same dreams, but it seems like every now and then we all end up in the same kind of worlds, having the same similar experiences. You know, I've never had the naked at school one necessarily, but that's a popular one. Teeth falling out or your teeth not fitting together right. That's one I've had a lot of. Running but not being able to run. Flying. I was telling somebody I have this dream. I haven't in a long time, but I used to be able to fly when I was a kid and shit like that. Kind of lucid dream. And it's not so much that I knew I was dreaming, I just knew I had control of my dream. Anyway, but I'd like run, and every now and then I could kind of skip a couple, you know what I mean? Just like that. And I'd float for just a second. And then at some point, it just goes bigger and bigger. And eventually I'm like, yep, I could just kind of hover myself over if I just kind of flex up like that, A lot of flying dreams, which was crazy because I distinctly remember having really good bird eye view of outside around my house and like the school I used to go to, which was in walking distance. Fuck. Don't have my thermometer. But yeah, and it was crazy. I'm like, I don't know how my imagination did such good bird's eye view of that, but it sure seemed accurate. What are we cooking at? All right. 4 47. All right, we're already too low. That's okay. Because what I really wanted to smoke out of is this. Look at that stuff. Does that just look like white stuff in there? White Play-Doh? It's a white champagne wax. And it is just crazy good. So let's go ahead and just do a dab of that. Since I already took too long, I'll show you what this stuff looks like. I'll try not to spill it yet or break it everywhere. I don't know if you guys have ever seen all those videos. There's so many videos on the web of like people be like, hey, look at this that I got, and like dumping all their pot or breaking their bowl or burning themselves horribly. So somehow I've done hundreds of these and haven't quite done that yet. So I'm trying to keep that in the record. But I guess we'll have to just balance it on there. Try and get you a good look at that. I mean, that is just pure white wax. And it's so smooth. Now, there's not a shitload of flavor as much as you would think. It's very smooth. It's very light tasting. It's crazy. But a lot of the terps, the terpenes or whatever, come in the color usually. What I've noticed is a lot of those like diamonds, the dab diamonds, where they're just like 100% THC and they look like clear diamonds. They don't really taste that great. They just get you really stoned. All right, the moons seem to be. Oh wait. I missed a few. You're going off, Nick. All right. Like that moon dream, everything seemed to be coming to an end. People started screaming and they all lost their minds. Sirens are going off. I've gotten really good at lucid dreaming. The moon seemed to be like a biblical god where it wanted people to worship it, and anyone who opposed it would suffer beyond human comprehension. And unfortunately, you're right next to the other people who are supposed to be worshiping. We all get fucked. God damn it, are you trying to piss the moon off? All right. Probably parallels to my belief that the Christian God is evil. I haven't met the guy. That wax looks like coconut butter. Yes, it does. Or coconut, coconut butter, or what am I thinking? Coconut oil, it's like that. Anyway, it is. It's that white. It has that consistency of like, yeah, coconut. That's a very accurate comparison. Hardened coconut oil. Yeah, like if you put coconut oil in the fridge, it does that. It's really good. I like it because it's so mellow, like smoking it. So I started going to this new place, so I'm on the phone calling like 20 dispensaries like a week or so ago. And I'm calling them all up and I'm like, hey, did you sell ounces of shatter? Because I want an ounce of shit. I want a fucking ounce of it. Because you get a better deal. So, all right. So I'm calling up all these dispensaries around town, and I'm in Denver, so there's literally 100 dispensaries to call from. So I'm just starting out whatever one's closest to me and working my way out. First off, like out of the first 20 I called, no one sells ounces. Then I started getting, a couple people who did, and they're like, okay, that'll be like, $600. The cheapest was maybe $450. And I don't have my phone. Oh, here's my phone. So at like $450, and I don't even think that was out the door. $450 divided by 28. That's not terrible, actually. That's still pretty good. That's $16 a gram. That's actually pretty damn good, which I didn't realize when I was looking. Anyway, this stuff, I ended up being, I forget why I was out and about. I was driving it, just out in the wild, so to speak. Cheers to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again for another Shatterdaze. Oh man. That white champagne. Like I said, there's not much flavor actually. It's just nice and smooth and just a little Just a little sweet. It's hard to describe. It's just super, super smooth. So I'm going to save a lot of that. This stuff is pretty tasty, but I cough my ass off on it a little bit. Thick, milky smoke. Also, this banger I got's a little bit small or something. Well, I think I have another fucking carb cap. That guy went flying. I mean, I got plenty here, but they all suck. I've learned that I'm pretty picky on my carb caps. Apparently. Let's see here. Does this work? It won't work. Alright, god damn it. This one. I like this one. It's just good stuff. All right, Nick, we'll pretend that didn't happen. That's fine. I'm always throwing stuff. This banger is one of the first bangers I've gotten in a long time, and it feels like it doesn't fit in anything right. And I don't know how that is, but it's like it's just malformed. And it sucks. That's what I get for buying a cheap banger. But this is a cheap banger. See that give it's got there? This one, oh, solid, super solid. So whatever it is, it just doesn't look right, which sucks. But that's what you get when you buy cheap shit. When it's not perfectly sealed, there's a problem. Also, I like a super hairy carb cap, apparently. Cat fur all over it. That's the goal. No, really tiny hole. You know, you can't have this, like, see this carb cap? Look how huge. Yeah, you can see straight down that fucker. And it doesn't really work. The whole key is like adding a lot of pressure to it. I need to put this shit on something. So, I don't know. I've gotten a little bit picky on my carb caps, and not in price. They can be cheap as fuck. My favorite carb caps are cheap, clear, shitty carb caps. My favorite carb caps in looks, like my friend has blown some cool carb caps. This is a custom carb cap for this extra long banger I got over here. I have cool ones, but again, I don't mean to be mean to them, so I won't tell them, but I'm like, okay, you can't make a carb cap that big. If I can see through completely and like thread my fucking necklace through it, it's too big for a carb cap for me. Yeah, unfortunately, which that's hard to. A lot of glass blowers I know, unfortunately, don't actually dab, or if they dab, their friends dab and they just, you know, enjoy them, but they're not actually that into it, which sucks because, like I said, I've had some very cool looking. I can like pull out like 8 different carb caps that are really cool looking, and they just aren't functional as I'd like them to be. So I just put them as like cap hats when I put my shit away. That's what most of them are doing. So, all right. This thing sucks too. You can buy a cheap banger apparently too, and it's just a piece of shit. That's what we're dealing with these days. Look at that. Look at that give. Hold the bong super still. And that's as tight down as I can get it. Fucking pieces of shit. And you can't really take that back to the place and be like, dude, maybe I'll take it back to the place where I got it and be like, dude, this thing sucks. All right. Glass is such an amazing art form. What about that panda cap? The little tiny panda cap? This works really good for the Terps Slurper because there's no holes in this one. See, again, they put no holes. So also it doesn't fit in like any of them except for like the ones that are a little bit bigger or whatever, wider mouth. So this doesn't fit on, and there's no hole for suction. See, that's the key, is it can't be just nothing. Like, because I used to just put a piece of glass like the bottom of this. A lot of people I know used to just fucking cap it with these, and it works. all that shit works, but I don't know. I've kind of refined how I like to dab, and a lot of that has helped me from fucking getting. I didn't enjoy dabbing. Almost got me to quit smoking pot. So there was a time where I'm like, fuck dabbing. Dabbing's a little fucked up, dude. Like I knew. So when dabbing first came out, I just stayed away from it because I'm like, strictly money. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I know what hash is, and I kind of did, you know. I'm like, I know what hash is. It's concentrated, you know, keef. I've bought bubble hash for years. I love it when I can get it. I love to make it, but I'm like, I'm not buying this stuff. And then somebody, you know, dabbed me out, and I liked it or whatever. I got really fucked up. But we were doing it all off of titanium nails, which I have a bunch of. Okay, here's the first type of dabs I ever took out of were on this. And this is why I bought one of these. One day I'll do a video, and I wanted one to demonstrate with. So my friend was making shit like this. And that's a titanium skillet that you heat up on a torch like that. Pops in, and you torch this until it's hot. And I'd get it glowing red hot. And then you whip it right there. Then you take your little dab tool, and there's a little cutout here, and you fucking put a big fat dab on there, and you hit it like that. In order to get this going, you take a little bit of dab, and you get this glowing red hot, and that combination, you can actually do it, so it doesn't just pour off. You know what I mean? So you have to do really hot dabs. That's the idea. And that was the first ones I did. I did a few of those. I'm like, they're okay, you know. And then next was I personally got one of these, which is a titanium bowl that you would put another little bowl over like this. You know what I mean? It's actually this end. So, bam, that's what you got. And then you drop that right into a thing. You know. Anyway, so and then you again get that glowing red hot, and you stick that in there with your concentrate, and then you hit it like that. And you could cap this one. So that was what I started dabbing out of a shit ton of. It wasn't until later I realized that I was doing them way too hot, and getting titanium glowing red hot starts releasing micro fucking fissions in it and shit like that. It starts coming apart, and you get micro. That smoke is filled with fucking like hot pieces of fucking metal in there, and it can give you fucking all types of problems, dude. And I did that shit for like a year solid, fucking doing mad dabs, and then at the time, to make it even worse, my friend who was making the shit was making shatter, and it was really brown and it was kind of crappy, but he was giving me a bunch for really cheap. So I've always had like a cheap taste where I'm like, I can't afford much, but I like to do it. So here I am with a metal titanium dabber with a few friends sometimes, or like in a small room, no open windows, and I was using a torch, a propane torch, just like this. So propane torch, heating up a metal rod, smoking homemade dabs in an unventilated area. Okay? That recipe I just gave you right there it fucked my world up in the sense that like I was giving myself fucking propane exposure, because you shouldn't be using this because it pumps out too much gas for inside of a room. You need a butane torch, and like in a pinch you can do that, but don't make that your habit. And so it's all just to save a quick buck, but your own health is at risk doing it. It's not worth the buck. If you can't spend an extra $10, then fucking do it. So this combination, I started having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and everyone who was smoking would start fucking, you know, everyone who smoked dabs has a bad story of how they fucking had like a bad panic attack, or they got sick, or this or that. And you list that list of shit that I just said, and yeah, it's like there's no way you're not going to have a fucking panic attack. And you're doing harm and damage, and it's just the worst thing ever. So it got to the point where I would smoke one hit of weed. I remember in this room playing guitar, just like I always do. I'm just sitting here jamming, and one hit, and by this time I'd already stopped dabbing because it was fucking giving me like massive anxiety attacks, like out of body experiences, and all this horrible feeling shit. So I one hit a week, play guitar, and at some point I'm like leaving my body, and I'm watching myself do this, floating away, like my conscious, like have an out of body experience of it. And I'm like, I'm done. That fucked me up so bad, and I'm like, I can't handle this. If this is what pot does, then I'm not fucking doing it. So I stopped for like 6 months. And of course, what did I do? Because fucking, I don't like being sober. So I started drinking. And that was leading down a bad path. It doesn't take much for me to get drunk. Well, not really. I didn't think so until I saw other people drinking. And then I'm like, okay, I can actually handle quite a bit. But yeah. Navigation VR videos. Do you want me to ask you questions or not today? Hey, I'm always down just to talk to anybody all the time, so it's good to have you with us. Nick, I learned how to make good... I'm missing stuff. Nick, I just got to shut up so I can keep up with Mr. Nick here. Nick, when it's not mass-produced crap, kind of like pop music versus India, the glass thing, I'm sure. Yeah, no shit. I learned how to make some good, clean, homemade cartridges from my plug friend, so I might just do that now. Oh, you're talking about the pot even, or the shatter. Even for CBD and stuff, the cartridges, that looks like some glass gadget I'd see at a nursery. The swing, I'm guessing. See, I'm just jumping through all your shit. And then, Nick, yeah, the metal starts to atomize, which can cause perforated lungs if you do it too much. See, like I said, I'm just shocked that I didn't give yourself cancer and all this horrible shit. Like, it was just bad. And like I said, it fucking ruined dabbing, ruined smoking pot for me. It took a year of me pretty much slowing down or no pot at all. I had to stop. Eventually I stopped drinking too because that wasn't good for me. But what I did was I purposely upped my ante. I upped my tolerance by just literally taking one toke at one day, 2 tokes the next day, 3 the next, or whatever I felt comfortable with, you know what I mean? But my goal was, I'm like, okay, I would like to be able to smoke pot again. It's one of the things I like to do. So it was a very slow, gradual thing. And I remember after like a year of doing that, you know what I mean, a weird year, I was smoking pot like normal again, and I just said, thank fucking God. And I don't even know why I even got back into dabbing, but at some point I started getting these thinner bangers. I'm trying to find a good one. Like, this one's really big, so you think it would be, but like, see how thin that is? So it's a huge banger, but that's like super thin compared to this one. You start running into a lot of the similar problems that I was having, where you got to get really hot, do a hot dab, because the thinness of it won't hold any heat. It wasn't until I started getting some really thick ones that I'm like, okay, now you can get it to a certain temperature, hold it at a low temperature, and you can take multiple rips off of it. Yeah, so it's been an evolution of it. Nick, I always thought out-of-body experiences were supposed to be cool until it happened after I had 1,600 milligrams in edibles. Yeah, no shit. I'm lucky. See, I'm always freaked out about edibles ever since that time in my life. Like I said, shit was going really sour. But I've always been back to pretty much normal now with smoking pot and doing dabs. I'm okay. It's been years actually since I've been fucked up. Also, I had somebody around me who had a lot of anxiety attacks. She just suffered from them, and I have a lot of empathetic shit that happens. You know what I mean? I take on sympathy, anxiety, and shit where it was happening to me, and I'm like, that was rough too. So I've been really good for a long time. Nick, I really like edibles to be honest. I still got water outside. So now I just know my limits. Yeah, fucking edibles will fuck you up. So my experiences with everyone I know on edibles is either, this is personally, I've heard a lot of people like bud tenders and fucking people online or fucking people like reviews of shit, and they're like, they saved my life and this and that, and I take them all the time. But for the most part, in my actual experience with people, it's they don't do anything, or I tripped so fucking hard that it made me fucked up. Dude, I always tell the story of my friend who was in Jamaica, and he was smoking a bunch of pot because, Jamaica, you think that they have good pot, but he's like, dude, it was full of seeds and it was just crappy pot, dude. And maybe that's just because you couldn't find good pot, but he's like, it wasn't. Colorado has better pot than Jamaica, is what he said. So, and we were both growing at that time. So, anyway, he ended up getting a brownie and he ate it. And he said at some point in a taxi, he started like hallucinating in Jamaica. And he's like, he had to go back to his hotel room and like sleep it off. So he lost like a whole day of his vacation, or like the rest of the night of a vacation, tripping in a hotel room, fucking freaking out off of edibles. So I'm like, yeah. And then the list goes on and on and on with edibles of people who've done shit like that. Nick, I had lots of funny stories from edibles. My biggest thing is I ate probably 2,000 fucking milligrams throughout a full day, though. From the start of that day to the end of the day, I had 2,000 fucking milligrams. And yeah, it went okay. All things considering, it went okay. There we go. Let's get this way. Yeah, that's much better. Of course, I didn't clean it. That's all right. Yeah, 420. It was 420 a long time ago. All right, let's spin that wheel of dabs and dab upon that wheel. Dab upon whatever the wheel tells us to, at least. All right. What do we got today? The Tour of Pooer. That's the Tour of Pooer. All righty. Nick, one time a few years ago, me and my friends were hanging out at someone's house, and I was the last one there with the dude. I was supposed to be back at 1, but we both fell asleep. Fucking edibles, man. They'll put you out. Speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a video here very shortly on how to make a really easy edibles out of using shatter. I'm going to be taking some shatter, and it's really easy. If you have a full gram of it, you can just take a gram of shatter, melt it in a double boiler with some chocolate, and stir it up really good, and then pour it in your chocolate molds, and boom, you got fucking edible chocolates. You know what I mean? You just have to keep it at a good temperature, your double boiler, so you keep an eye on it with your thermometer, lowest temperature possible, mixed up really, really good, so that way it's as evenly distributed throughout your chocolate as possible, and you can know that there's 1,000 milligrams in there total of roughly, or whatever, 70%, 1,000 milligrams at 70% THC. So I don't know, maybe a little less than 1,000 milligrams. I don't know exactly how they judge it, but from what I've understood, and I've seen a couple things, that's what they were saying. You put in a full gram of wax, or whatever you're putting in, shatter I'm putting in, you have 1,000 milligrams of THC. But like I said, if it's 70% THC at 1,000 grams, it's not quite 1,000 grams, technically, but whatever. Nick, I was woken up at the kitchen table by my dude's mom, and she offered me breakfast, which I kindly declined. It was 6 a.m. the next morning, and I was so shit, I gotta be back before my parents wake up. I'm not a breakfast man anyway. Especially if I'm not feeling good and I'm not waking up at someone else's house the next day. All right, let's grab the old Tower of Power. I never realized it, but I have 2 bongs, both referencing Frank Zappa. That no one would ever know the reference to either of them if I didn't tell them, so it's kind of funny. But don't know why I did that. since he doesn't even smoke weed. Didn't smoke weed. Passed away a long time ago. Cheers, everybody. Tea. Earl Grey. Luke Cold. I don't know if Luke Cold's a thing, but it's not lukewarm. All right. Oh, the impossible bong to clean. This bong is, it's a beast. It's a beast, this bong. It's a bit like a walker. I don't know if you've ever seen Pauly Taylor's shit. He's a glass artist, and he's pretty cool. And he does really cool canes. And they usually have like a bubbler. They're sicker. They're a million times sicker than this would be if this was a walking stick. But usually it's a walking stick of solid glass with all these cool decorations. And then at the very end, he can put a little bubbler on there. Dope guy. Nick. Then I turned my truck around and I find my homie sleeping on the hood of his dad's truck. That's a party. That's a way to wake up. Let's get some water in this beach. All right. Nick, I'm honestly. Oh, man, that blunt's just burning away on there. Let's put that fucker out. Some grossness. All right. Nick, I wake him up and tell him he's got to bust out the keys and get going. So basically, we're still high as shit, and we're driving back to my place at like 75 miles an hour on the back roads. Honestly surprised they didn't die on the way home. Yeah, I'm surprised and the worst thing I could ever do is die in a car too, so I need to avoid all situations like that anymore. See, that fucking thing just sucks. I think I got another one, but that's all right. The person I'm named after died in a car, so if I died in a car, that'd be really fucked up. Especially if my grandma was alive to see it, because that'd be like this, it'd just be horrible. So I try to avoid my own fiery death in a car for multiple reasons. All right, do I have a good? That's what we'll do. Just take this all the way out and replace it with a better one. Oh no. There we go. Blam. Doesn't even fit in the screen. It's even funnier that Don't Fear the Reaper came on the classic station when we were driving. Hey, life has a way of being very humorous about everything, especially things that we hold dear, like our own fucking lives. Pretty decent song though. I always wanted to remake it and have it. Don't fear the reefer. Come on, baby, just smoke with me. Something around those lines. Don't fear the reefer. Alright. Let's get this big bitch going. Let's get the Tower of Power. The biggest bong I have. And this is also the only other bong I pretty much confiscated. Nick, my life is full of strange consequences, and it's only becoming more so. Things are a lot more connected than we're willing to give them credit for. It's crazy to know, and you got to work with it. And I think that's why we're having a lot of odd times now with the whole pandemic and thing. Is at the end of the day, we are such social creatures to the point where a lot of people would argue that we're not completely connected to one another at all times. And there's a lot of people in here, I'm sure, who would argue that, which isn't a bad argument. I can't argue against it, that we have some type of connection with each other that, can be embellished and can be used in a positive way. And there's something more, you know what I mean? An unspoken thing that can happen between people, shit like that. I don't know. Don't fear the reefer. Baby, smoke what you can. I know. Don't smoke the reefer. We'll get lifted and fly. See? It'll happen. I'll make a Doom, so just a slow down, heavy as shit version of Don't Fear the Reaper. And I'll call it Don't Fear the Reefer. I have a bunch of, I've always wanted to do. Cover songs. I like doing cover songs. They're fun. One day I'll do a cover band of at least something. I have an idea. There's ideas ticking in there. God damn it, and I didn't get a fucking carb cap. Hey, it's Ziggy. You be careful, Ziggy. Let's put this here. Grab a carb cap that actually works. And we'll finally get this fucking dab going. You can come back with me. Weed theme covers, I'm guessing. Doesn't have to be weed theme covers. Although they'd probably do better on this channel if I did. Alright, I know you hate it. You hate it. So do I. I need a carb cap. I need a carb cap. Everyone say hi to the Zig. Guten Tag, Zig, mein friend. Wundercat. It's the Wundercat. Carb cat. Good carb cat. Except for he'd make a very bad carb cat. Although I've always said this, there's some really nice, really, really good glass artists out there on Instagram and shit. Like, there's people who could do anything. I would definitely love to have all my cats and all my pets forever. Look at that. He loves it. He's like, yes. I want them like a little glass bong, like the Ziggy bong. We're going to have like a little statue of him with a little Ziggy Stardust on his face or something. Have it just a sweet bong. They all deserve a cat. And then the panda bong. I can have a little panda bear on it. And then we need a willow tree bong, a storm cloud bong, a phoenix bong, and a Loki bong. Although I don't know. It makes me think of they would just make it like not Star Trek. They're owned Star Wars. They're owned by the same people. Disney, Marvel. I think Loki with the big horns. But anyway, Loki ball. Nick, my sister learned how to make intricate whiskey bottles. Even made me a dope bubbler for my birthday. Oh, that's cool. I need to get a hold of my friend. He's been blowing some more glass recently and hit me up and everything. I just have been working a lot. Mm-hmm. Stupid phones. I suck at this. All right, let's get this done. Let's finally take a dab out of this beast. It's gonna be hard with the cat on me, but we'll do it because we love them, right? We make these things happen because we love our cats. We take dabs, although it's dangerous. I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm going to. All right, even made me a dope bubbler. I want to get into blowing glass, but there's so many things. God damn, if that cat comes over here, you cats are killing me. I'm trying to take dabs safely. Move everything for you real quick. Jesus. All right. Cheers, everybody. Here's to fun and safety. Whoa! Pretty tasty though. That's that black cherry octane. Ziggy's like, what the fuck? It's so big. Why is it all the way over there? Ooh. So I'm thinking Nick is saying cheers to the cats and to Charlie. Sorry, Ziggy. Woo! Ah, it's good to have good dabs again. Sent a couple of Charlie pics my way. That's nice. Yes, you did. Let's get some Charlie pics. Some pictures of Charlie, huh? We can look at old Charlie. What's going on here? Cool. All right. Sorry, I just got tagged in a picture, which is unusual. Here's what we want to see. My phone was doing really good. There we go. Look at that cute Charlie face. Ah. There we are. Ah. There we are. That one's a little dark. I can see the camera behind it. But what's he looking at? Oh, nice scenery he's looking out at, though. Good for Charlie. Good for Charlie. All right. Yeah, good times. Great oldies. Oh, here's the picture I want to show you guys. I was going to show you the back seat of my car from today. Yeah. That was the back of my car on the way home. And then there's another straw bale in my front seat. I fit 5 straw bales in a Prius. Yeah, which is was interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the panda too. Look at that cute panda face. Isn't that a cute little panda face? Yeah. All right, what color? All I saw was straw, right? And phonics. Gypsy says, hey, Charlie, what we got? Ooh, Kenzie got me an image. Let's see what we got now. All right. Oh, those are so good. Thank you for these. I think everyone will. Oh, I hate the fucking. I always got to turn off the auto brightness. Especially in here. I'm going to stop being a dick. All right, there we go. Look at that. There we go. The June bug. And yes, Nick, fucking so much straw in that fucking car. And I really need to catch up on the Charlie pick quota. Yeah, no joke, Nick. Kenzie, cute snuggly panda. June bug in my heart shades. It's so cool that she's out there and took a good picture. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. Look at that. Big Mullen. Peace and hello. There's a dog in sunglasses. That's great. Thank you so much. Everyone is awesome. Yeah, so ton of straw. That was my picture to share for today. Was my straw load. Big Mo in Arizona. How yo? Oh, it's an IN. Is it in Arizona? Big Mo in Arizona. I saw MOLN. Big Mullen. Big Mullen. Hello, everybody, though. I think there's another rip in this. I just have been bullshitting. Uh-oh. We get more pictures. Everyone can also send me pictures of your cats or pot. I like cats and pot, or things you're growing. Things that are growing or animals are usually what I like. Bam. And you can send it to Venom420 on Insta. All right. It's Nick. Have senteth more. It is almost up. Big Mo doing some granola funk batter. Sounds pretty good. I haven't heard that name anyway. Oh, it's a big bug. All right. I am smoking some black cherry octane from White Moose. It's pretty good. I enjoy having some good stuff, but the real good stuff I have is also from White Moose, and it says white champagne. Trying not to drop it everywhere. This white champagne wax, man. That's some good shit, dude. It's so smooth. Not a lot of flavor, to be 100% honest. But what little flavor is there is really good, and it's fucking some of the smoothest hitting dabs I've had in a very long time. Oh, where's that shit that I was just using to clean up the bong? Too much crap on the table. All right. So, my pot is almost dried out. Ah, there it is. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of that. And there was a joint. Okay. Too much crap in this room. Tomorrow, since normally I would be working, but I have it off because it's Easter. So happy early Easter to everybody. Happy early chocolate bunny day. Come on, get off of that. Get off, you bitch. Get off of there, you fucking whore. All right. Do it like this for now. Yeah, this fucking down stem's so dirty, and I haven't smoked out of it in such a long time that it's stuck in there. Ugh. Sucks. Fucking dick. All right. At least we'll clean it out. But anyway, whatever I was just talking about, that's what I was talking about. And then we'll get to some Charlie pictures here. But, oh yeah, Bud, my Bud is about, let's put this somewhere fucking else. This gigantic bong. So, although it's not completely dry and it's definitely not been cured by any means, let's get some buds over here. Yeah, that in a minute. It's just gonna be ready. Some of the smaller ones are just ready. As I kick the shit out of stuff. If you can't get one part out, just rip everything out and suffer the consequences later, as we mechanics say. Yeah, right? Fucking just rip that whole fucking fuck it. It won't come out. Yeah, that stupid thing. But we got some green crack going. I can't really see it. But we got some crack. Some green crack. Homegrown and grown at home. But so we're gonna roll a big ass joint with some half smoked hash on there. But it will be a very good one. This is the most I've smoked of this recent batch. This still isn't a harvest batch. This is the first one I did was like a test batch / my whole life got fucked up once again, and I let my pot suffer and test thing. This was actually a mother plant that I never intended to bud, but it is what it is. I still have on the way some new seeds going. Can't wait to try those out. More on that soon. I have another harvest from this little mother plant. What you call it, to make more something out of. I have another video all shot and ready to go about making hash. Again, this time making hash out of leaves, and it's really nice because that is some sticky, icky stuff. Like it's completely like, anyway. So yes. I mean, just everything I touch is complete mass goo. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Yeah, this one turned out much better than the last one. The first harvest I had, it was all my fault. Everything, I'm like, fuck it. I have a whole bunch of old equipment. I'm just going to use it. But I didn't even properly clean out the old equipment. I just was in too much of a rush and then too much of not. It's weird how, like, I was very I did not work with my time the way I should have. I ended up wanting to get clones, you know, so I could just start growing right away. But I want some good clones, so I was waiting for someone I knew who had some dope bud growing and had clones. And I knew this guy who had the hookup, and it never fell through. Man, that's sticky. It always fell through, and so I'm like, fuck it, I'll get seeds. And I was really bummed out that my seeds took way too long, and so, you know, the whole thing was I was bummed that everything was taking so long, but I didn't use that time with nothing happening very well. I could have very easily gotten everything up to par, cleaned it all really good, and I didn't. All my pots and stuff. I ended up finally getting plants in, and I'm like, well, fuck, just toss them in. Stupid. Anyway, if there's a mistake to be made, I'll make it at least once. My goal is to not make it twice, you know? Once, I'm willing to tell everybody. If I fuck it up 5 times the same way, I'm going to be pretty fucking silent about it. Just accept I'm an idiot. Fortunately, that has not happened. Nick, one time I remember I was working on an Audi, and I was having trouble getting a sensor out from under the intake manifold. I probably could have just shimmied my way through there with a tool, but I decided to take out the whole assembly out because it was easier, and I was getting paid by the hour. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know anything about working on cars, but it seems like a lot of mechanics have that mentality. Oh, fuck it, paid by the hour. There we go. This will be a big old fatty. Big old fatty. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It's been a good time. Shatterdaze is fun. The Ganja game nights have been gone well. I always knew that they wouldn't be as popular or whatever with everybody because, I mean, this isn't a game channel, and I don't even play that many games. I mean, I'm starting to play a lot of games because of the Ganja game nights, and I was gifted a really nice computer. I wasn't so much as my girlfriend was, and she lives here, so I have access to a sick computer. It's kind of ours for the front room, and it's hooked up to our TV. So that's what we watch most of the TV off of. And I'm able to just now I can do live streams of the games. It's gone well. Sandy, who I don't believe is with us this evening, but wherever you're at, Sandy, thank you so much again. He gifted me this game called. God, 1 second. I mean, it's on my desktop. I guess I could just look. Where is it? Samarost 3, right? And it looks amazing, dude. It's made by Amanitas, like Amanita muscaria, the mushroom. Amanitas Games or some shit like that. It has a mushroom logo, so they're really trippy. They're from the Republic of Czech 1-2. A lot of hip hop artists are from there. I hear that shot out a lot in hip hop songs. Czech 1-2, Czech 1-3. So they're but anyway, from Czech, and the game looks amazing. And I looked at their other games that they develop, and like their whole shit's cool. So this Tuesday will be Samarost 3, The Awakening. No, I'm just joking. That was just. But so that game looks fucking awesome. It's a side-scrolling puzzle game, which I like those games anyway. I'm usually halfway decent at them. Haven't played one in a long time, and this one looks a little it looks like there's a lot to it, so it might be a pain in the ass at times. But I am decent at those games, and so I won't choke through it too bad, I hope. And the animation on it and how trippy and crazy it looks is fucking unreal. I think it's like 4 or 5 years old, but it's dope looking game. Their newest game looks sick too. All their games are dope looking. I haven't played any of them. I haven't played this game I was gifted yet either. I was going to just play it on my own, and Sandy's such a nice dude. He's like you don't have to play if you want to. Just here's a game for your birthday. I'm like, thank you. So thank you again, Sandy, if you're watching this at any point in time or you join us. But I'm going to because it's such a great game. It's going to be a Ganja game tonight for sure. So it's going to happen. Nick, the Audi dealership was a nice gig, but they didn't pay as much as I get now. But I will never work for Tesla ever again, though it paid more. I need to friend you on Steam. Yeah, you should. And eventually I'll get some more games going that are more... I keep looking over at my seedlings I did like 5 hours ago. I'm like, are they sprouting? Are they sprouting over there? I got so many different kinds. I don't know if this works good. But I did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 9 seeds, and they're all different types. From strawberry plants to pumpkins to cucumbers, squash. Like I said, tons of shit over there. And they're all... I don't know how to germinate anything. I'm just pretending they're all pot plants pretty much at this point and put them on my pot plant germinating unit and seeing what happens. And I'm just put them into... I'll figure it out. But this is my shit for this year. Nick, what's your Steam? Believe it's just... I'll open it up real quick just to double check. It is... Why am I not seeing it? I just see my email. Why do I know? I know my... Should know my thing. It's Venom 420, but it might be written slightly different than what's on here. You know what I mean? Then, because the way I spell my YouTube channel, I spell out the 4 for whatever reason. Where is my profile? View my profile. There we go. All right. So my profile is... I see my name, but I don't see my profile name. I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll share it. What I need to do is change the name of it, but I will not do that right now. All right. Should be up next to your community tab at the top. See, yeah, and that's... If that is what... Okay, there it is. Venom X 420. But it's all numbers. So Venom... I'll write it. That is my Steam. There it is. That should be it. Give that a shot sometime. We'll figure it out later. All right. Anyone who wants to friend me on Steam, there you go. All right. I got this big ass joint of some green crack that I'm very excited to smoke. It is sticky as all hell. All right. Like I said, it also hasn't properly cured, and it's only so just dried. It's just starting to snap. But that is amazing. Nick, I can just DM you a quick invite on Insta. Yeah, do that. I'm not finding it. Well, oh, if you're saying I can't do that because you're not fine. Yeah, I don't know. I needed to change my name and stuff on there because right now it's like my whole name, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want my whole name being my fucking. It shouldn't be. I'll figure it out. Dropping everything. Man, that is nice. That's really nice. Owen Hart, how's it going? Every time I see Owen H, I think Owen Hart, which, yeah, he's dead. You're dead, man. Unfortunately, that's a shame, but it's true. How's it going? Very well. Very well. It's very warm. My dreadlock has a bump in it. It looks really funky. But other than that, I'm doing good. Uh, good as can be. My goal is to be good even no matter what life is throwing at me. You know what I mean? There we go. That'll be my cool coaster. How is it going with you is the question. I'm good as can be considering everything. You know? Oh, and not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Well, that's not bad. Yeah. I've had better times. Oh, and same old day to day. Yeah, I could go on about the bad shit pretty easy. My car got broken into again, yada yada. Shit's fucked. But good things, which makes me think I need to like lock my car right now. Give me just a second. Double, triple check I've locked my car. Swear to God. My fucking car gets broken into again, I'll fucking lose it. Anyway, I always lock my car, then check 3 times after. Dude, I have to now because I apparently am an idiot and have left it unlocked more than once, and there you go. Although now my car is all fucked up on the lock anyway from multiple shit, so I'm like, great, just great. Just a pain in the ass. But all that aside, today I picked up 5 bales of straw in that small piece of shit Prius. Fucking Prius. Just doing my part. No, I just don't know if I can drive it and not feel smug about it. Big Mo, Cantaloupe Haze Venom Shatter. Not bad. Is that all one thing? Cantaloupe Haze Venom Shatter. I've had some Venom OG. I've smoked it. I tried to grow it. I tried to get clones of it, but I could never find it. And the stuff I had wasn't as amazing as I wanted. So, but if I should look up some Venom OG and just grow it to have it. I wouldn't mind having another grow room, but I'm starting to filling them. They're filling up. All right, how much did you pay for the straw? Oh, says Owen. Okay, so this might pretty good. Let's see here. I bought $30 in seeds, which I feel not ripped off for, but I feel like a lot of those seeds I could have just bought a cucumber and used the seeds because I'm like, those are just cucumber seeds. You know what I mean? Pumpkin seeds. Those are just pumpkin seeds. Can you just buy a bag of pumpkin seeds and fucking grow the shit out of them? I don't know. But anyway, the pumpkin seeds, melon seeds. I'm like, I could just buy a melon. I've seen melons at the store, You know what I mean? All year round. I'd like to do that. Peppers, all these things. So anyway, so I got all these seeds, $30 in seeds. I got 5 bales of straw. I paid $80. So I paid $10 roughly a bale of straw. And I was able to cover over 100 feet, square feet, 6 inches deep. Really, I got like 8 inches, but I'm sure I'm gonna pack wood chips on top of the straw. So it's a 3-layer thing. I've been saving up a whole bunch of boxes from Amazon, and I laid out all the boxes, and then I hit them with a pitchfork to poke holes in them for some water drainage so it doesn't totally pool. And then I straw baled on top of that. And then I've been soaking. It's outside with the hose on it still, so like hours and hours. I've just been moving it around. I probably should just move it again here in a little bit during this show. And then when the show's over, I'll be done. But now that it's night, it'll actually hold. So you gotta saturate the shit out of it. What I'm doing is I'm growing mushrooms outside in my garden, wine cap mushrooms. I would like to grow some other outdoor mushrooms, but I don't know what other ones work as easy and as good as those do for outside. So half of my house is totally shaded for like a good part of the day, and there's trees, so it's partial sunlight and shade, and it's a perfect place to have mushrooms. I might have went a little overboard because I got a shit ton. 5 bales of hay is a shit ton of hay. $50 will get you a shit ton. So for $100 is how much I've spent on my mushrooms so far. $50 on $50 on 5 pounds of substrate. Wine cap, mycelium inoculated substrate sawdust. Whew. Good though. There's some hash on there too. Yeah, hopefully everything works out. Now I'm just waiting for wood chips, and those wood chips should come anytime. And yeah, I'm excited about the wood chips. So soft hardwood chips in particular. Billy Bong, hey, it's good to have you here, buddy. Nick, I have an issue like that when I was looking for solar. I have an issue like that when I was looking for solar panels. I would have to put them on the front of the house, and it would look goofy. So my friend of my house gets a lot of. I wish I could do solar, but you can't. I'm not regulated for solar at all, so that sucks. Couldn't even think about it. Plus, it would cost more than the place I live in to put them in. So, I had an issue like that when I was looking for solar panels. Billy Bong, hey and howdy. Hey and howdy doody. Fucking A. Let's get that wheel spinning. Because it's fun as fuck to spin the wheel. And we got the boomstick. And I break everything. All I need is that to go off on me. Right in my foot. All right. Billy Bong. I made $1,000 today. I made $1,000 today on crypto. And in 5 more years, I'll be buying Venom a house. But hey, $1,000 a day, that's more than I've ever made. Boom sticky, and you're absolutely right, fucking Nick. I'm not unthrilled about it, but if nothing else works, this always does. Where is the old boomstick? Can I put it back? I thought I just had it up. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're ahead of the curve with that cryptocurrency shit, then right now you could. Oh, it's right in front of me. I already got it out, apparently. Where is it? Billy Bong. I will pitch in. Hey, yeah. I know. Well, my goal is to, like I said, start an actual cannabis community, mostly with my family. But my goal is to own a little bit of land and put a whole bunch of little tiny houses, like I said, with all my friends and family, and we'll live and grow pot and stuff. Oh, and as long as I get the basement, no shit, right? See, that's what I say. It's always good to have friends and family. But what was I just gonna say before that? Something about the cryptocurrency. Yeah, if you're ahead on it, you can take advantage of it. But it seems like a lot of people are gonna jump in and just get took. I have no idea how that should necessarily works. I'm very out of the loop. I remember when my credit card got fucking busted. They called me up and they're like, "Are you invested in cryptocurrency or anything like that?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "You've never done anything like that?" I'm like, "No, I don't even know how it works." And they're like, "Okay, because you just made, I forget how many transactions. It ended up being thousands and thousands." And they're like, "Yeah, you just made like 15 $500 transactions in cryptocurrency today in all these different countries and shit like that." I'm like, "Nope, not me." Fucking, so my credit card got fucking bleh. All right, Carlos, digging the shirt. Thank you, man. One, arguably the best stoner movie of all time. So, speaking of which, speaking of, I would invest as I would please. Go fund me. Let's buy Venom a house and land to start a Kush village. Yep, and you can come take tours of the Kush village at any time. No. Um, Speaking of all of this, I have had an idea recently. I was talking about it before, but I'm really thinking about putting it up. Let me know what you guys think. So I was looking. I haven't got an exact price. I think it's like 2 to 5 grand. So it's a little pricey, but that's why I'm doing this. I was thinking about doing GoFundMe for an interview with Tommy Chong, and I forget how much it is, and whatever it is, that will be what the goal will be. So 100% of it just goes into an interview of Tommy Chong that we'll do on here. So I gotta start getting good on doing interviews and having like, I think it'd probably be better if the whole screen was Tommy Chong and just a little bit of me, or I'll flip it out from who's talking. You know what I mean? I'll do a little editing. But everybody, I was gonna say, like you can do like those, you get something for everybody who invests or whatever. So everyone who puts money in, like if you put a certain amount in percentage wise to get that happening, which is probably like $5 or something like that, whatever, you can ask a question, and I will ask. I'll tell them. There's a big part of this was how we got it was from the fans. And you get a question asked, answered from Tommy, or at least I get to ask it from him. He doesn't have to answer. But yeah, so I was going to do a GoFundMe or something like that for Venom's interview with Tommy Chong. And I was going to pass it. I follow a lot of Chong people, so it'd be fun to do. Billy Bong, man, that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, Chong's fucking, right now, he's still not touring, I don't think. He's still on the older end of things, and I think he's holding off. But I know he does that shit. He's really big on selling. He's about that money, son. Fucking Tommy Chong will just go on there, and people, he like half is paying attention. So I'm not expecting like a very thorough one. You know what I mean? I've seen some where, well, some people are just like, "Hey, Tommy, sell this CBD," and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Okay, give me a bunch of money, and I'll do that shit. That's how I make my money." But his interviews are usually pretty good, so I have high hopes. Nick, I'm probably gonna head out. This paper is wearing me out. It's I had fun being here as usual. See you Tuesday. See you Tuesday. God, what is the name of that fucking game I just said? Samarost. Samarost 3. The Reckoning. Samarost? Samorost. Is that it? Samorost. Yeah, Samarost. So, 3. Boom. it's a paper I have to submit about to an academic journal. Yippee! Hey, hell yeah, man! Good on you for staying busy and staying active and shit. I'm about to hit this double bastard up. I'm gonna put some water in it real quick, and yeah, you have an amazing night. Now I gotta turn off that water. Well, I gotta move my water outside because I'm still in the process right now of just like really hydrating up the straw. I'm really hoping that my wood chips get here soon, but even if they don't, I'll inoculate the straw with all the mycelium in the next day or so when I keep on hydrating it. I also have to dump out a bunch of my nutrient water from flushing all my tanks in my grow system. And I'm going to use that water to just hydrate my mushrooms and have like a, I'm using everything that I'm tossing out at least, you know? All right. That is one hell of a joint. That turned out good. I'm really glad that the green crack on this round is smoking well. Even better than the last one. The last one wasn't terrible. So, and it turned out fucked up like the grow did. So, it's the best of what you got. Life gives you lemons. Hopefully, it's lemon kush. I'll be right back. I gotta put some water in this. The old space gun. All right. Get that going here. This going, yeah. I have another one. I have another one somewhere. Don't knock everything over. All right. Like I had a better one, but that's all right. We'll go with this. Make it easy. So, we have some of this green crack left over. Put a nug on the bottoms. And a little bit of that there. And just, bam. So lighter on this side. This on that side. This bong requires some hair adjustments. So I'm gonna hit this bong, and then I gotta go move that water before it gets too late. Don't let me forget, guys. Water. When I'm blitzed off my fucking dome because I'm here smoking it up with you guys once again. Every weekend he's smoking with his friends, acting like a fool. It's good to have you guys with me again for it. Every weekend and every Tuesday, and I should be putting out more videos. I have a whole video on hash making again. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say about that last fucking video? Oh, and water. Yeah, I should fucking head up that water. Well, I fucking have drinking this whole bottle since I've been on. It's really hot in this house too. I got to get my swamp cooler back up and running because it's summer. It got like fucking 70 degrees and it felt like 100. Billy Bong, man, I help you up the. Oh, okay. I hope you up the viewers because you deserve it, and you know you can smash that shit. I have a feeling that I could do better. Also, I want everyone to do good. I don't know, man. I've seen worse. I don't know. I really don't watch a lot of pop videos. One of my big goals, for two reasons. One, every time I watch like people who do anything similar to what I'm doing, I either really don't like that person doing it. Not like I really fuck that guy, but I'm just like, I'm not interested to watch them or whatever. So I'll watch a certain review here and there, or it's just, I don't know, it's just not my thing. So, or I don't watch it because I don't want to, like, I make a conscious effort to not think about what they're doing. So if I do something that's the same, like doing a similar review or a similar thing like that, they weren't on my mind. If I do, you know what I mean? Because if I watch people all the time, I won't want to, like, review products if they did a really good job or something. So I do that shit. I'm biased, so I don't watch a lot of that shit. But um, that being said, I feel like I do a decent job. I just don't have a lot to compare to because I don't watch a lot of that stuff. Billy Bong, do you want Bus? Wait, you want Bus to do good? You want us to do good, and we want you to. No, I can't. I can't talk. You're not helping. No, you want us to do good, and we want you to do good. I'm a firm believer that I can't be happy unless other people are happy. You know what I've had it. I've had it where everything's going good for me, but maybe the person I was with or something, it just wasn't happening for. Everything kept shitting on them. I've had that a few times, and I can't. My happiness is definitely strongly linked to the people around me. My animals and shit like that. Their happiness is what fucking does it for me. Uh, Little shit like that. This one's lighting off fireworks. What is it, 9 o'clock? Carlos, I guess it's getting reasonably close to fireworks. I don't know what there'd be fireworks for. Sunday? Sunday. Here's for you, baby Jesus bunny. Carlos, you guys in spring like you guys in spring like weather up to already? Yeah, no shit. I'm from Reno, Nevada, and I always wanted to go to Denver one day. Huge Broncos fan. Um, yeah, everyone Broncos are still. I imagine football is huge everywhere, but Broncos are extremely relevant. uh, I uh, I don't watch football. I don't really watch any sports, but I will say this: I always root for Denver. So I'm a Broncos fan. Like if I had a jersey, I would totally rep a Broncos jersey if someone gave it to me. I don't know if I pay $200 or whatever they cost. All these count. I would wear all these jerseys, but I wouldn't pay for them personally. But I would do it. But definitely an Avs jersey, Broncos jersey, Nuggets jersey. You know what I mean? Shit, I'd rock a. Who's our soccer team? Is it the Rapids? Can't remember. It's been too long a time. Billy Bong, I have a long lost friend from Reno. Now you got two, because Carlos is with you. We're all hanging out, buddy. All right, let me get this dab going. I guess I should get everything ready. I gotta hurry up too. So I'm gonna do this dab, and then I gotta go out and move some water. Probably flooding out the place, but that's the point. I was to just. So the goal, what I should have been, is see Carlos. Yeah, got two now, bud. No, but the goal would have been that straw that I put outside along the house. If I had a big enough barrel or some, like even an empty trash can or something that wasn't something I could fill full of water, like a giant trough or whatever, I could saturate those hay barrels, or they look like hay. They're wheat straw bales. God, I can't talk. I could saturate those straw bales for like 24 hours in water. That to get them real wet and stomp them down because they need to be completely wet when I put the straw in. That's how they're gonna take. Not like in a pool of water, just completely hydrated because they're like brittle straw, and I need them to be different. So I wish I could have just soaked them overnight, but that didn't happen. So I have a sprinkler on the whole area. See, Billy Bong, yeah, he was a pen pal in fifth grade. Hell yeah. Uh, I don't know. I went to the same school for a really long time for like the first like almost 10 years of my life. So whatever grade I was in, I don't know. And then, elementary school pretty much. And then right then I moved far away. So I made a like really long-term, I knew everybody in that school, or like everyone's brother, and everyone knew like my older sisters. Like not a small school, but small enough where that happens. And no, it was North Glen, and it still kind of happens, but now it's getting huge, and it's not going to happen for very much longer. But anyway, damn it, I didn't tie my hair back, so I gotta be extra careful. I don't fucking burn my fucking face off on this. Cheers, everybody. Oh, god damn. Oh! That was too tasty. Woo! I give up. I give up. Fucking cat. That's really good. What is that? What is that? Fire? No, green crack and then black cherry octane mix. That's fucking, I don't know, that taste was really good. It's really nice to have some decent, I say, shatter. It's still butane, which I would like to avoid. Oh god. Oh, oh man. But it's good to have some decent shatter because I'm not totally coughing and dying, even though I feel like I want to. Oh, this thing never fails. I need to clean it. It's dirty as a fucking French toilet. I don't know why toilets in France are probably clean. They piss outside. Whoo! Boy, oh boy. I'll get you. Anyway, I'm gonna start that GoFundMe soon. We're gonna talk to Tommy Chong because I can't afford it otherwise. That's the only way. It'll be cool. Like I said, and I already had the idea. I've had it since but I think that'll be worth it. If you pay to get on, if you help me pay to fucking do the GoFundMe, you can write down a question to ask Tommy Chong, or you can at least write something for me to tell Tommy Chong. Hopefully, it'll be nice because it's Tommy Chong. Hopefully, you don't pay money to have me say something that we all regret. But other than that, if you pay for it, I guess we'll do it. Billy Bong, I heard he was expensive, so I haven't followed through and looked it up recently, but a while ago, was looking at talking to people because I realized that some people, if you just email them, will talk to you, especially like if they're not huge people. So there was that. And then Cameo, that stupid thing that's on all the things. I remember when that website first came out, I never seen a commercial or anything of it. I just, who was it? A skateboarder I think I was watching was like, hit me up and I'll give you a shout out on whatever. And I'm like, oh, that'd be really fun to have him do one of the things I had. So I did. And that's how I did a lot of that. But then he ended up emailing me just on Instagram and be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Give me the link or whatever to the thing. I'd like to see it when you make a video with it. And I did. And it ended up being really nice, really cool. And I'm like, well, I guess I could just email people. And that's just about as effective as paying for it. So that's good. Jesus, tagging in Venom. Blam! Who was he? Billy Bong. My brother met him. Tommy Chong. Yeah, he again. I was talking about it earlier. He's a money making machine. He is a his image itself is a. See, here's one thing that I will say. I just don't want to. Some of the questions I have might involve like about the Chong glass because that's such a big thing to me. But that's kind of like I don't want them to get in trouble because I don't. I mean that's bootleg shit, and now I need to look up if the people who are making their stuff are still using his image and doing the Nada Chongs. Like this bong is pretty bootleg. And that's his image right there. And that's not a legal image. Like that's his image and he gets paid. He should, and if he doesn't, he probably finds a way to do so because that's his face. And he can't sell shit with his face on. Just like this is Bruce Campbell and this is Anthony Hopkins' face. I don't know if they legit went out. Like, I don't know if they're getting paid for that. Like, it seems like bootleg shit. You know what I mean? So, some of the questions I have, I just want to avoid him being like, "Hey, yeah, how do I feel about those bongs getting made?" Well, and get like a lawyer and have like all this bad shit happen because like I ask too many questions. I dive in too deep with my journalism. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to I want to rock the very foundation that is the Stoner Nation. Water. Gotta change the water. Billy Bong. Well, he's 70, 80 years old. He's making his kids' money at this point, which is kind of true, and he's still about it. Water, water, water. Owen, you're right. I knew it would take me a second to recover. I probably could have got another rip. Thank you. I need to move that water. Jesus on a tolerance break till 420. Oh, yeah, that's kind of, it'll work. Yeah, you have enough time. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I thought about doing a tolerance break, but then I didn't. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta move the water. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Owen. I'll be right back. It's so dark. I need my flashlight on my phone because I can't find my other flashlight. Broke. Hey, Kenzie sent a picture. I want to share a Kenzie picture when I get back to you. All right. All right. Billy Bong moved the water, and then Billy Bong, hey, Owen, hey, Jesus was depressed on the first day, smooth sailing now. Oh, the tolerance break, I'm guessing. And what's good, Billy Bong, says everybody. Billy Bong, hooked to be somebody else. Billy Bong, it's Gypsy. Change the name on here. And it's a Gypsy. Nice. What's on everyone token on tonight? The face with the name doesn't add up. Okay. Missed that. Okay, so Jesus likes the new name. Everybody likes the new name. Be back. I'm gonna go smoke. Now I'm back. My waters. Here's the cat. Here's your kitty. Here's your kitty. Thanks. It's play on my middle name, which is good. It's good. But you need to change your profile to a fawn. Although I like it. I like the picture, but you should have a. I don't know. I guess it's good the way it is. He's like, I like it the way it is. I like it the way it is. Yeah. Ah, he's the best guy. All right. So, yeah, water moved. Shit's been good. I'm glad that I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's amazing to me. Fucking hate working. So, that's good. Billy Bong, so when are we all going to a concert? Good call, right? I don't know, man. You think that I'm sure they're gonna have concerts soon. I just was invited to a friend's wedding in June or July. One of the J ones. It was Jan. No, it was June or July. And they're like, if everyone's vaccinated, we can all go by then. I'm hoping. That's what they said. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that things happen quickly, but I don't know, man. I'm so out of the loop on shit too. Owen, I'm still here and I'm stretching on my Wi-Fi outside. Nice. Stretching my Wi-Fi to outside. Yeah. Outside. Yeah. I should have a fun fishing or something like that. And I can't wait to go to concerts again, says Hooked on Phonics, aka Gypsy. The Peppermint Gypsy. Am I not paying enough attention to you? Yeah, concerts are a big deal. And I just so here's the thing, and I I don't know if they're still on here, but wasn't. God, I always fuck up the name. Anyway, if my girlfriend was here, um, metal shows will be affected a lot differently than other shows, because a lot of other shows will come back and they're like, we're just having we want spacing. That's all we're asking. You know what I mean? Just 6 feet. We'll set up little tables and stuff, and you can have your little mixed drinks, and we'll bring you out some, appetizers. It'll be a great time, and you can bring all your family. And for some people, it will be a good time. But metal shows won't work like that. You know what I mean? So that's why it feels like an all or nothing. It's like, no, we need to either be like, I don't know, man, a little farther in it to feel comfortable to do it, in my opinion, than not. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I hope for the best, but I prepare for the worst. Preparation is I'm trying to move as far from this fucking civilized world as possible within real aspects of it. But and then I don't know, I'll figure it all out. I hope that everything just goes back to normal and everything goes well. Because I would love to join a band and start fucking playing music for people again live at some point. Billy Bong, I made a shitload on crypto. If you guys want to do anything this year and party, whatever, I got my homies. I'm not a sour fuck. Hell yeah, buddy. I don't know. I have a lot of plans this year. I don't know what it'll be. I'm a little stuck towards my home area, is the whole thing. I don't get to travel right now. Especially, I'm going to have a huge garden going on here soon, and I've never done a garden. All these plants are pretty much new to me. The only ones I've ever fucking had any experience with is tomatoes. And I'm starting a whole bunch of mushrooms up. The mushrooms I'm planting today will take like 6 months to do anything. So not really much I'm doing. There's a lot of work right now I still have to do, like lay down fucking wood chips. Those guys, I hope they get here soon. All right. Oh no, Jesus. Have you heard the bad news with DMX? No. What's the bad news with DMX, Jesus? Don't leave us hanging. Is he is he dead? I mean, I he had one really good album. I thought, what, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. That was a good album. I thought. DMX overdosed? Is he dead? Let's see here. Yeah, that's one of the first things when I just type in D. So he's alive, but little brain activity. Not looking good after OD, says doctor. Oh, all right. So it says sources close to the rapper say the OD occurred at his home around 11 p.m. Sources say the overdose triggered a heart attack. He's rushed to the hospital, critical care unit. He had some brain activity, and then it looked like it wasn't. It's not going well for him. Doesn't say what drug he was on either, but he has looked rough for a fucking while. Um, yeah, battled substance abuse and has been on rehab several times. He kind of had a 12-month sentence for tax evasion in 2019. Huh. See, that's just nothing's good there. Uh, so I knew a chick. Yeah, it says Billy. All right, so Jesus supposedly OD'd and considered brain dead on the CCU critical care unit in White Plains, New York. Yeah, no shit. Probably brain dead the way they were talking about it. Yeah, which is really fucked up. Um, I've been there. So yeah, no, that's really crappy about DMX. Uh, I really liked Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. That was a really good album. Um, just the time and place of it was well done. I liked the movie Belly. I thought he did pretty good in that. Uh, Jesus prayers for full recovery. Yeah, definitely. It's a shame. I personally always liked DMX back in the day and kind of hoped that he'd kind of pull it a little bit more back together. There was a time when he was on top of shit, movies and He's with what, Jet Li doing Black Diamonds. Yeah. And what, he was in that Def Jam game. What was that? Where you could fight as all the Def Jam guys. I hope he pulls through. Yeah, no shit. I hope the best. Um, I had a girlfriend, I believe. I used to work at the hospital. Being in the ICU and the CCU is very serious. He's just, yeah, no shit. I mean, that exact scenario, I have lost more than one person in that exact way. So that's why yes, it's probably the worst, which sucks. But we're all here to pass on, unfortunately. That's the one guarantee that we all have in common. Hopefully, hopefully he goes well. Either I hope it all goes well and he gets better, or I hope he suffers no pain on his ride to the inevitable for us all. I mean, I hope he's okay, man. It's a bummer and it's sad, and drugs can be horrible. That's why I really like hot, as my takeout, even towards alcohol. Like it's just as bad as any other. It's just as bad as any drug alcohol is. But I'm really, really stoned right now, and I'm not worried about dying because of it. And in fact, I feel pretty good. So here's to token up, man. And here's to DMX. Fuck that. X go give it to you. Not my favorite song, but honestly, some of his earlier stuff was all pretty good. I didn't listen to some of his later stuff, just I don't know why. He fell off, maybe I fell off. We both fell off. I was never on, so that's probably I was never on and he fell off. That's the problem. But movie Belly, that was a good movie too. So I mean I anyway, I keep trying to say I had a girlfriend who met him or saw him like somehow like on the side, like after a concert or in between sets of like a concert that he was like in, you know what I mean, at some point. And he had like a little entourage of chicks who would follow him, and they're all in matching red outfits. And this and the way she described it was very funny. She's like very it is very funny. Yeah, so he's definitely had his time of rolling around with an entourage of chicks that are in similar, like, the, I don't know, little outfits. Jesus, I still have his first album on cassette. See? I mean, he was, I'm not saying I hate DMX by any means. He was cool. I think people just got tired of, he did a lot of the growling and the barking, and who was it? Dave Chappelle made fun of him for it and stuff, and that was just putting the last nail in the coffin. Now everyone's, you know what I mean? It was pretty over for a minute. Although that's not, I still really like his old stuff, and I just haven't given his new stuff a chance. But and Billy Bob, can I buy your cassette? Oh, shit, I had quite a few cassettes. I wish I had right now. Uh, Cassettes are cool because they caught that middle ground where like you can get. I don't know what year they stopped making them, but I want to say like 2004 or something like that, maybe three. So you could get some like interesting stuff that was coming out at that time, and it's I'm a fan. Oh yeah, we got some shit from Kenzie and some shit. Mm. What time is it? 9:30. Yeah, we'll smoke, roll the dab wheel a couple times, and we'll get food in me because I haven't eaten. All right, we got a cat here. Everybody's favorite cat. The Ziggy. The Ziggy. The Ziggy. The Ziggy. Owen, good night, all. Good night, all to you. Owen, thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, typing things. It's a lighter. You'll get it. You'll get it. Hand me the lighter. All right. I don't know what's going on there. Don't ask me. But all right, we're gonna share some pictures from Kenzie real quick too. He's not helping. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, Taco was bad today. We got Taco the Taco. I'm knocking stuff over. I'm crunching the kitty. Ah! Stop eating my hair. Stop it. Ah! Ah! Stop attacking my face. You see the dog? Jesus. It's somewhat in the closet with the rest of my cassettes. I might sell a few. No shit. Billy Bong, when are you getting a P.O. box? I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I've never thought about it. I do most of this. I usually send stuff out. I should start doing that. Is what I should start doing. Jesus, nice pick. I couldn't get it to zoom, focus in. Not with this guy. I'm like crushing him, and he's biting me. All right, Owen, lime and subscribe for more kick-ass content. I will lime and subscribe as long as there's tequila involved. Jesus, nice pick. Any dabs on deck venom? Yes. Let's roll that old spin that. It's more of a spin than a roll. Spin that wheel of dabs and pet this kitty. We gotta pet the kitty. I pet this cat for all of you. Remember that. He needs all the attention for everybody. Oh. Oh. All right. Oh, hey. You watch it, buddy. You watch it. He just wants treats and food. All right, Billy Bong. Or if you have a wallet, shit can fly real fast. Hey. What are you doing with your little evil ass fucking claws? You need a claw cut. Especially since you had such a bad ingrown claw. How's your other claws doing? These guys doing it? No. No, you wanted to claw me. Let's see those claws. Let's see those claws. Let's see them. Hand me your Pete. Hand me that Pete. Yeah, you bite. There we go. I just want to see your peat. Just show everybody your peat. Make sure that your peats are okay. He's like, I don't fucking like you right now. See, look at those claws. Look at these big ass claws he's got. They don't go in. He walks around the kitchen clacking and clicking. Look at that magnificent kitty. See though? Those claws are just, those are fighting claws. He has little like reptile fucking dinosaur claws. Yeah, there you go. No, hey, yeah, come on. You can do it. There you go. They look good. But I still need to trim them. Alright. He takes some faces off with those claws. He's okay. He's been, you know what I mean? He's not the toughest cat I've ever known by any means. He's no longer the toughest cat even in the house. In fact, I don't think he was from almost day one with Panda. She just was so teeny. But she was a rough kitty for a minute. Now she's going to be the same way, where she's an indoor cat. But cats with big and floofy, they have like a armor of fluff around them. So it really does make, I think fluffy cats are always tougher. Billy Bong, that's a big boy. He's okay. Although I want to keep him eating a bunch. I need to get him back eating more. He's like just the right size. I always feel like if he loses any weight, I won't be happy. Just I've always noticed when cats when they start losing interest in eating, that's not a great sign. And he's so food motivated and food orientated that like right now, I bet he's like biting me, and like that's his way of just saying, "Feed me, feed me, feed me, Seymour, feed me." So he doesn't really want to get pet right now. He's just being a dick. Why are you being a dick? No, I know why again. He wants food or treats, and I don't have either on me. No treats. I should go buy. I mean, I shouldn't be rolling around with cans of cat food anyway, but Jesus, outdoor cats are huge. So even Panda recently we switched foods because the blue buffalo stuff has a bad rep. That's what we were feeding him for a long time, or I was. And so we are on some different shit. We're on, I think it's the Beyond, Purina Beyond, which they've had before. They fucking love that stuff. They freak out over it and follow you from room to room no matter what you're doing. They just want food. So that's good. They really love that shit. So now I can't just feed him like as much as possible. He'll eat. Yeah, usually feeding him twice a day was fine, but now he wants to feed like 5 times a day. So it's like can't do that. All right. Spinning the wheel of dabs and dabbing uponeth the wheeleth of dabbage. 7 or 10. Do you have that available? There we are. All right. Billy Bong, how are you doing with the pandemic? I'm doing okay in the sense that I haven't gotten it. No one in my direct family has gotten it yet either, which that's even more important to me. And I don't know. I'm not doing amazing with it, but shit's okay. Fortunately, I don't have much of a social life. Every now and it hasn't really held me back from too much because I don't have a social life. Concert sucks. Everything sucks. Hopefully, everyone out there is doing really good with it. All right. Hey Zeus, I caught two trying to get in my window, started meowing and hissing at the same time. I was very confused. I've heard of cats just popping in windows and shit, walking through doors. I know it's happened to me at least once. I right now I have so many cats I couldn't handle another one in my life. I mean, yeah, I have a dog and 5 cats, plenty of cats. That officially makes me cat crazy, right? So fortunately, it was a shared, combined effort to get that many cats where we already had cats on our own. So that's how it is. But yeah, it's a lot of cats. So especially since my mom is so allergic to cats, it's unreal. So like this, my mom can't come near my house. It's pretty much the rule. She can come outside, but yeah, she can't go anywhere near this house inside of it. So it's not awesome. Like within 5 minutes, she's wheezing. And I'm like, yeah, you can't fucking come here. It sucks. Uh, it is what it is. I'm lucky that I'm not allergic to cats at this point because I'd be dead. But yeah, 5 kitties and a dog. And the dog, she's not here at the this evening, and my girlfriend's not here this evening. And yeah, it's a bummer. So that dog is awesome. Wherever that dog is, I miss you. Miss that dog. Uh, yeah, yeah. Everyone's dog's the best dog, but my dog's the best dog because they're all the best dog. Dogs are the best. Dogs are the best. That's the thing. And cats are the best. Oh. I don't really have a preference necessarily on cats or dogs, but it'd be nice to have them where they were raised together. Like if you got a cat, like maybe like 2 puppies and 2 kittens at the same time, and they all grew up together. We're a big, great, cuddly family. Like you could just get on a couch and everyone would chill, or a bed, and everyone would just be happy. That would be so cool. But just yeah, Billy Bong, man, that's crazy. Cats do the same. Man, that's crazy. Cats do the same to me. Yeah, and my mom like doesn't hate cats, but she can't be around them, so she doesn't really. She's never gotten too into them because it's never been able to do. Is this gonna hit even? Nope. This thing's officially plugged. Somewhere in here, it's just completely. I see all these little holes that are just completely filled with reclaim. See all the little bottom holes? Every one of them. So apparently a lot of air comes through those. I think, I don't know. It's weird how this goes, but I can't even hit that shit. Well, if I do it, then I break it. I guess we can do that. We can try it. I like this one. The wheel spoke. We'll do a dab out of it anyway. Billy Bong. I wheeze when I'm around them, stuffy nose and shit. Yeah, dude, fucking it's crazy. And my mom, see, that's why I'm super freaked out about my mom getting the virus and shit like that. And I really wish she would hurry up and get her second or even her first. I don't think she's even got her first one. And I'd like to get mine so I could hang out with her again, or at least, I don't know. If we both get vaccines, it's like, I guess you just can hang out again. like normal. But again, she can't come over here. But it'd be nice if like she could come over and check out like the garden I'm doing outside, the mushroom garden. So my goal is I have this huge area of mushrooms, uh, like I said, almost 100 square feet. I'm trying to cover in mushrooms, and I want to make it one of those gnome gardens. You know, with all the cool gnomes, I'm gonna start collecting gnomes and fill them up outside in my garden and grow mushrooms in them. These mushrooms can grow. I've seen them. They're called wine cap mushrooms, King Strapharius, and they grow huge. And I'm like, dude, that'd be so cool to have a gnome garden and real mushrooms. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Uh, super excited about it. They'll probably be ready in about September. So a few months from now, but still 6 months, 5 months. So they might be late September, I'm guessing, is when they said that you usually see them if I plant now. So I guess like 4 or 5 months, really, but still, I'm really excited about those. Uh, Spent a lot of time and money really on them, but hopefully it's a worthy investment. If I can get $100 worth of mushrooms out of it, I'll be great. It will be great. I like I said, I would love Billy Bong. You need morels. So, and you're right. So, I should look this up right now about morels. I've seen them for sale. Morel. I'll just. Uh, so you can get a morel spore kit, mushroom spores. Okay, so let me see here. You can get morels. Instructions is in every pack. It doesn't really say how you do it though. All right, anyone gotten mushrooms from them? All right, so it says when you can order uh, sawdust, which is exactly how I'm doing my mycelium from this company here, whatever company it is, and says that you take if you're just getting the spores, you take tap water, you boil it, let it cool to room temperature, and then the chlorine in the tap will so the spores don't get affected by the chlorine. It says, I guess. Instructions should be on the thing. You soak overnight in a 5 gallons of water, the substrate, and then pour it over desired. Oh, you just keep it dissolved in the water. You let the substrate dissolve in the water, then pour the water and the substrate in a 4x4 area under some type of hardwood trees and fruit trees. Huh. That's awesome. So, and they said that some people have gotten them. And it says it takes one, it's very rare that they come up in the same year that they're planted. So it'll come up the next year. So I have oyster mushrooms. Oh, I gotta soak those. I have a log of oyster mushrooms and a log of shiitake mushrooms. They're probably dried out because I'm a jackass. So I need to get those rehydrated, and they take like a year to fully colonize, start growing mushrooms off of too. But yeah, I'm gonna totally save this website and get morels somehow, some way. I don't have any hardwood trees, is the thing. I'll look back into that. What trees work? I don't even know what kind of tree I got outside because I'm an idiot. But anyway, Mickey D, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm late to the party. Hey. You're late to the party. I don't know. Somebody late for the party. You need to come in with a gun and bust down a door and like Stallone style. Somebody over. All right. All right. Billy Bong, I'll drive them to you personally. Dude, I'd do anything for them. Billy Bong, it's so tasty. Fry them in butter. If you flick the morels, but you flick the morels to get them to come back. Knock the spores off. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. I've heard a lot of things like if you're collecting them, put them in a basket, a wove basket, so so the spores can fall out and stuff. I've also heard that spores are some of them are almost microscopic. Some of them, although I've seen some, they're pretty fucking tiny. Yeah. Anyway, they're like, trust me, just by touching them and plucking them and everything you do, you're covered in spores that you can't see. Everywhere is covered in them. So just, yeah, having them and eating them knocks them off, flicking them, putting them in a woven basket, anything works. And hopefully more come. These wine caps, one of the big reasons I like them is because they're supposed to come back year after year. Right now I have, okay, so let me fill this up with water, and then I'll start talking about mushrooms more and how I make it a real life outside mushroom gnome garden. Sounds good. I'll be 2 seconds with this stuff and some water from that. Water. Water and water. Oh. All right. Billy Bong, I'll have a bag of morels and I'll just give them away. Almost April. Almost April. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I just saw some in a bag of dried ones. My girlfriend bought dried wild mushrooms for like soups and stuff like that. And we were gonna eat some. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want my first morel. I want to find it really bad. Well, mid-April. That'll be so nice. I need to start going shrooming soon. It is officially spring. Last frost just hit, so this will be a good time here soon. And that's a good reason to get up in the mountains again, too. Let's do a quick dab. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. It has been a pretty productive day. I at least got some straw, laid it out, got it super hydrated. Still have to soak it some more tomorrow and then add the substrate. Hopefully I'll get some wood chips to lay down over it within a few days. The way I did it was I went to woodchip.com. No, chipdrop.com. And they any arborists around or equipment workers or shit like that, they drop wood chips at your place for free because it saves them from having to pay whatever they have to do to get rid of the wood chips normally. So I'm on a list. They're going to drop a whole bunch of wood chips off just at my front door or whatever, or at my fucking front porch, because that's what I told them to, just dump them there. And then I'm going to cover all this straw that I just got with wood chips, and it'll look a little bit better. Because right now it looks like I'm like starting a gigantic chicken coop or something stupid. So it'll be nice when it's covered with those. Billy Bong, have you ever tasted the Michigan mushrooms? No. Never been to Michigan. Been close. No, I wouldn't have drove to Michigan. So, I have friends from Michigan. Sorry. But I've never had the mushrooms there. Apparently had the liquor there. No. Very humid, and they are rampant. So it's quite dry where I'm from, uh, and it's high elevation, but they do grow. I've never had a huge success foraging mushrooms. Uh, then again, I've only gone like 1 year. That's what I mean. So haven't had a huge success, but I haven't gone a lot. And I know people who have. My girlfriend and her dad used to do it, and you know, it's just you gotta know where to go, and I don't know where to go, and yeah, but it's a little dry as well. Even for like the mushrooms I'm growing, the wine cap outside, like I said, so I was kind of going back into that. The way I set it up was you buy the they pre-start the spawn or whatever for you. It's like a sawdust, and it's already got the mushroom starting. Spores have already started growing mycelium in the sawdust. So that's what they send you from Field and Forest is where I got my shit. And then yeah, so you take cardboard boxes to lay the bottom of it down, chop them up a little bit, and rip them apart and stuff like that, and then lay them on the bottom. And then you take straw, cover it with that, and it has to be wet straw, and you wet the cardboard, you wet everything down, and then you cover. That's when you inoculate with your sawdust or spawn, and then you cover it with wood chips. And then, yeah, in about September, there should be a whole shitload of mushrooms. My girlfriend's goal too is to make it so when we leave this place, just like the amount of mushrooms and wildflowers and sunflowers and fucking vegetables and shit popping up everywhere. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Just like underneath the house, if when they look, it's just like a fucking mushroom forest. I'm just gonna like throw mushroom spawn and fucking see what happens. Billy Bong, they grow in my backyard. So that's what I was gonna say. So you just cover it with wood chips, soft hardwood chips in particular, and you need to keep it hydrated. It's so dry here that it's already hitting 70 degrees and totally dry. It's already 10. God, that was a quick fucking half hour. It's so dry here that really it wouldn't work unless I started watering them, right? I'd have to take a hose and spray them down like I'm watering the front yard and stuff, and constantly keep it hydrated, almost. But one good thing is oh man, that's gross. I clearly didn't clean this out last time. Yeah, fire. See the flames. Look at the flames. Anyway, uh, I'm always dumping huge amounts of water out, and I feel bad about it. It's nutrient water, too. It's filled with a lot of plant waste and nutrient water, but I think that'll be really good for the mushrooms. So I'm always dumping this water out. I'm like, fuck it, that'll be perfect to keep my mushroom bed constantly hydrated. Is I'll dump all my water out. I'll find like a little system. I want to make it this giant funnel and then like a PVC piping and just have it with holes on it so I can just take a bucket and dump it in this huge funnel and it'll slowly fucking evenly distribute it throughout my entire little gnome garden. And then go back inside, get another fucking 5 gallons, and keep doing that and shit, and have it. I would like to do something like that. I have a bunch of little ideas. I'm always thinking of new things. But you know what? They don't mean much until you start getting them done. That's why I'm gonna start doing more shit. I at least got one of my videos out, right? I'm gonna hopefully keep that on a roll. I have other videos ready. Billy Bong, they grow in my backyard. Mushrooms are different. Mushrooms of different sorts grow all over. 70% humidity here all the dang time. Yeah, no shit. Uh, it's a little humid for me. So it's fucking in this house. It's a weird humidity thing where it's like, I don't know. Every time I try to fucking work with what I have, it's like it's strangely humid in one area in one day, and then completely dry. For the most part, it's super dry. It's like 20% humidity on average where I'm at in my house, and I know that because I have hydrometers everywhere. Let's get a dab ready. So I got hydrometers everywhere, so I actually pay attention to that because I have plants growing, I have mushrooms growing, and all this stuff. I just pay attention to it, and that's really dry. So I constantly have humidifiers in every room going on. I sleep with a humidifier by me. If I don't, I'm all dry and shit. Fucking sucks, man. It doesn't. I kind of like that it's dry. It's just, I don't know. Have to do what you can do. Billy Bong, I can't wait to breathe one day. Here's to breathing. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. I'm just butterfingers, man. I've dropped this stupid carb cap like 10 times. Oh, keeps getting pretty lucky on how it falls, though. Oh, yeah. It's good to have good dabs again. Billy Bog humidity gives me allergies. So do cats. That's no good. Either way, I'm pretty lucky. I'm not allergic to too much. Oh. But yeah, I was talking about mushrooms for some reason because I love them. What are we gonna do? Let's dump this on. But so yeah, that way I'm using all the dumped out water to hydrate my mushrooms. That was what I was talking about. Mushrooms will be great. I'm trying to get back on my shit. I've been slacking. It's really easy to dick off during this time. You know what I mean? Like COVID times, I guess. A lot of people I've heard have been drinking more. There was a spike on working out, but then I heard there was a spike on like not working out. So I guess that's probably just stayed the same. But I don't know. I didn't do as much as I wanted to during COVID. I didn't exactly get much time off. I got like 3 months off, and I decided to work on the house. Not three, like 2 months off. I think I took a solid 2 months off when this shit first started last year. It was a year ago, and I'm like, dude, this shit looks crazy. I don't know what's going on. I was still hanging out with my grandma and stuff. I didn't want to stop hanging out with my grandma and stuff. So I'm like, 2 months off, let's take it. And then my free time I spent working on the house. And I kind of wish I had spent that time a little differently, especially since I don't love all the work I did on the house. I would like to rechange a lot of it. So it is what it is. Life is life's a big joke, and I ain't laughing. No. I don't know. I have figured out a lot of what I want. I guess that's a huge start. It is what it is. But I'm really excited. I'm really curious to see how the gardening will go this year. I still have to make soil So I'm making my own special secret blend of soil instead of buying prepackaged shit. I just bought all the stuff myself. I wish I had a giant soil mixer and stuff. I just got a giant tarp, and I'm just gonna mix it up and shit by hand with like a hoe. Get that hoe to work. Make that thing do the work. No, Billy Bong. Hey brother, I'm a fuck up, and I'll just like to admit it on Venom's channel. Hey, hey brother, I'm a fuck up, and I'd just like to admit it on Venom's channel. I don't think you're a fuck up, but I don't know you very well. I fuck up everything I do, so we're both fuck ups. Um, I don't always. I usually do once, and then I fucking try to get my shit together. I've made a lot of mistakes, that's for sure. This year's sucked. This last year sucked. The year before that sucked, and the year before that sucked. So I've had a rough few years, but this year and the end of last year was starting to go pretty decent, all things considering. They right until I wrecked my car. Right until I wrecked my car, I didn't wreck it, and right until some asshole fucking rear-ended and totaled my fucking awesome, amazing car, then shit went downhill again. But I'm trying to get it back together again. Got the garden going, got everything going. Show's still going on. I put on a show just the other night. It's got really good reviews. Rave reviews. All the people are watching it. It's got really good, whatever. A lot of people watched it. And that's really good. It's got a couple hundred views or something. I forget how many I had last time. It's probably itching towards 300 views. But for being out for like 3 days, that's a good start on a video, which I haven't had for a long time. Which is nice. And it's all bumping up. It's doing okay. The show's been on a bit of a slow roll, but that's because I haven't been putting out videos. Man, you need a Ford pickup. I just need a pickup for sure. Hit that bitch. Yeah, this was a rough one. This joint was fucking hit me hard. Hit it hard. I haven't smoked a good homegrown joint in a long time, and that extra large. Feeling good. Um, just like I said, it seems like a waiting game, and that's why I say to everybody when it's like, it sucks when we lose people like DMX or something like that, or anybody, especially to drugs and shit like that, because that's a lot. Sometimes it can be, self-inflicted, and anybody who's looking to get out of here is like, just we're all gonna go, so just wait it out, and who knows, good things can fucking happen, and they won't happen if you don't. It's so easy to have them not happen, and if you're not around, that's a guarantee they won't. So I don't know, my goal's been to stick through the bullshit, and hopefully good things will happen. You know what I mean? uh when a YouTuber I really like said, if I only got like a couple hundred views on the show, I'd probably stop doing it. And they make money off of this show that they do. I don't make any money off of this. They're like, if I only got a couple hundred views off of each show at the end of it, I probably wouldn't do it. And I only get a couple hundred views off of each show, and I'm like, well, that's it just made me kind of feel like shitty in a way, but at the same time, I'm like, well, that's clearly not why I do it. I don't make money off of it, and I don't do it for a huge amount of fans. But it gets torn. This channel is very torn with me because I can't advance on it very much because financially I can't extract from it. You know what I mean? So it's like I'd love to just build it up and build a huge community. So that's what I do. But I don't expect to ever make a dollar off of it. And I don't know. Billy Bong, man, I broke my neck. I'm still here. Don't break your neck. Rolled into a tree. Don't roll into a tree and break your neck there, Billy. That's not good. Carlos, my birthday's coming up on the 6th. Back in 2019 was a shitty year. I got jumped and robbed on my birthday. I get PTSD on my birthday week now. Yeah, no shit. Birthdays aren't the most wonderful. Mine kind of came and went, and I'm glad. Don't think about it much. I'm sure not too many other people. Although, didn't I do a birthday stream? So that was nice. Have that not happen, I don't bring it up much, but it happened to be on the day I knew I was going to do a live stream. So, oh, Billy Bong, backseat was squashed to the floor. Wait, when did this happen? Hit that bitch. You hit that bitch. You need a Ford pickup. Where did I lose the story? Okay. Hey, brother, I'm a fuck up, and I just admitted on Venom's channel. Man, okay, that's how you fucked up. You hit that bitch. You rolled it into a tree. Ah, backseat was squashed to the floor. See, okay, that's where you're going. You're saying you fucked up your car like Again, I didn't fuck up my car. I didn't do shit. I actually have it all on camera. I don't think I should share it, or I might one day share because it's not funny. I hate it. But I'm just chilling at a fucking stop sign, completely stop, and somebody just smashes into me, and I just scream at the top of my lungs, "What the fuck!" Like so loud, like it's like clipping all the audio on my fucking thing, and then it just dies out because that's something I should think about doing. Is it just dies out because it unplugs from the. I have a camera in my car, but it hit so hard that the car charger. The car charger that the camera's plugged into unplugged in the accident. So right after the accident, it fucking came loose and fucking you can't see anything in the rest of how the asshole ran, and I had to chase him down with my broken ass car. Every time I see a nice car now, I just fucking feel like I guess I'm just destined not to have a nice car, which is fine. I need an F-150 that can roll into a tree and fucking use that fucking tree for driftwood and set it on fire next to a beach. And then set the beach on fire and use that as a campfire next to a mountain. Here's to it. Yeah, I fucked up plenty, dude. I fucked up plenty. But that's all right. We're all fuck ups from time to time. All right. So I think it's getting close to that time because I'm getting fucking hungry and I don't know what I'm going to eat. So might want to work on that. Although I don't have to get up early in the morning. It's almost Easter, y'all. So that's good. Happy early Easter to everybody. Please eat some chocolate for me. I have to not eat the 5-pound bag of chocolate that I have and use that 5-pound bag of chocolate to make a whole bunch of edibles. Stay tuned. I'm an idiot. I really, really wish. You know what I might do tomorrow? Oh no, it's too early and I don't have it. I need some more equipment. I want to make edibles out of chocolate. I should have done it for fucking Easter. That would have been perfect. That's why I'm kicking myself in the head. I'm like, God damn it, I could have made an Easter special about making fucking chocolate on whatever. My super easy, just melting hash into chocolate way of making edibles. So anyway, maybe I'll shoot the video tomorrow, but I don't think I can do that either. Oh well. Anyway, I still look forward to turning this into a cooking show completely. No, I would like to have a cooking segment in this show. I have enough ideas that I could do a fucking different episode of something every single day. You know, the game show, I like the sound of that, but I have different games I would like to play on different nights practically, like video games on Tuesday, board games once shit gets normal, if people are online somehow, on, I don't know, what, another day, and then Shatterdaze, and then shoot movies and stuff. Like I would put out content constantly all the time if it were possible. And I've looked at other creators, and most of them say that they set their goal at like 250, 300,000 viewers when they're like, okay, this is my full-time job. This is what I do now. You know what I mean? And what do I have? I almost have 4,000, which is pretty good. I'm not hating on that. 4,000 shit was not. 4,000 viewers is not bad. Subscribers, I'll take it. But what is it? I would need 400 times that. No, 100. Wait, was there? Anyway, whatever amount times you do the multiplication. I'm not doing that shit right now. To get to 400,000 viewers, let's say. Yeah, 400 times that. So that's a little much at this point for what I think this is going to happen at this juncture of the show, but it could happen. But if that did happen, there would be, I would just be doing this for a living pretty close to, or I'd be pretty done without doing everything else. You never know. I'd like to incorporate the music and interviews. I definitely have enough ideas that I would like to do this show for. So here's to all our dreams. And one of my dreams is to be able to just make entertainment throughout the show for everybody. Music, how-to videos, just hanging out with you guys, reviews, games, funny skits. Who knows? I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of things I would like to venture into, and like I said, it'd be nice. Unfortunately, it just sucks when you can't really monetize and can't really do that. That's held me back a little bit from the idea of, well, don't invest too much into this show yet financially. That's why I haven't bought any new cool shit to try out and stuff. And I should catch up with all the cool shit I already have and don't use. So anyway, I appreciate everybody for coming out again tonight. I hope you all get stoned and eat some amazing food and cuddle up with your loved ones, especially if they're cats and dogs. I have some cats to cuddle. And yeah, I'll be here Tuesday. We're playing, God, Samarost. I wrote it down a while back. Awesome looking game. So don't miss out this Tuesday. Trust me, come check it out. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We're going to get high, and that's just all there is to it. Cheers, everybody. Here's to sweet dreams, both this evening when you lay your head down to sleep and in your waking life. Here's to accomplishing all the dreams and hopes that you got going on. I'm rooting for you. I could definitely use all the good vibes from you guys, and I appreciate them because I get them in abundance. So thank you. Billy Bong, later brother, later everybody. Tuesday, check out this cool ass trippy mushroom high as fuck looking check made game. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. Wine cap mushrooms, I'm excited. Garden, I'm excited. I have to keep shit to keep me happy because that's the way to do it, man. Keep yourself occupied. Music makes me happy. Doing this show makes me happy. And you guys make me happy. Have a good night. Take it easy. Keep it keepy. See you soon.